All right. So for those of you, no, yes, we made it. I'm late, late. But
For a very important day.
no time to say, oh, look, goodbye. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. So yeah, if y'all pop in here and join us, I know I am way past our time, but um, for those of you who are watching afterwards, look behind me. Look what's sitting on the stand right here. Yes, 160 engine. So yeah, I've been hard at it, trying to get this thing done. I had Sean over here helping me try to get her done. So, and yeah, I was like, okay, well, I know the lives at 5, but you know what? This has got to get done. I can't leave it hanging on the backhoe right now. So it's just got to get done.
Yep.
So who do we got in here? I can't read the comments.
And Cabana.
And Cabana, how are you?
Howdy.
Glad you made it in here. Yeah, so it was like 5:20, and it's cooking hot out here. And I was just like, you know what? Sean says, go ahead and go live anyway. I said, you know what? Give me a couple of minutes. Let me set this up.
Yeah.
That's it. Better late than ever. So here we are. So figured be out here and show you this is what I've been doing.
Yeah. Brian Wilkerson.
Hey, Brian. Yeah, well, I wasn't even going to do it. Then I thought, you know what? No, I haven't missed a live, and since pretty much, I think we've missed one live since we started YouTube.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna back out of it. BNS Odyssey, what's happening, Beth?
Yeah. Treasure Hunter Neil.
Hey, Neil. I like old Neil now.
Yeah.
I've met it a couple times here so far.
Yeah, man. Got Beachy.
Hi, Bitchy.
Ron Hoffine. Ron Hoffine. Roy.
Roy. That's Roy.
Yeah, grasses.
He need a bigger glasses.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to read it on the phone. Of course, I'm coming from my phone right now, so you know I got no way to check the chat. So I'm glad I got him here.
Yeah.
Because I can't see that at all, not a bit. So I can barely see that.
Oh yeah, I can make it bigger. No.
No, can't make it bigger in the chat.
No.
Oh man, but isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Got one sitting here, y'all. Time to start stripping it down. We did find out we got one bolt that's broke off on the bell housing in the back. So I'll have to work on getting that out of there. You know, and of course I got to take this fan off. I got to take the alternator off. I got to take all the pulleys off, the water pump off, AC compressor, all the hoses,
all the
wiring, strip it all down to the basics, and then get mine out and start all over again.
Right.
But the nice thing about it is I can do a lot of it with this one sitting right here and just leave mine in the truck until the very last minute and then swap everything over. And, you know, I'm not even sure about my water pump, even though I know it's only a couple of years old, but when things sit too long, you know, so I don't know if I'm going to take the chance with that. I know all the plugs and wires and coil packs and all that are good. So, and I've got all new gaskets for this one. So I might just, I don't know. We'll just see. Because like I said, it's been sitting for a couple of years now. So it might be best if I just do that, you know, go ahead and get another one. At this point, I can't be in a super big rush for it. There's Woods Bound. What's happening? Who else we got? Auntie Ann, yay! So at this point, you know, why be in a super rush and take shortcuts that are not necessary over, you know, a couple $100 either way. The way I see it is, I don't think that's worth it in the long run. So I think I'd rather just do it right, and that way the truck will last me a lot longer, you know, instead of having to fight with that and hate it later on and say, you know, man, I should have just done it when I had it out, you know, and just put a new one on it right then and there. You know, water pump's like 80 bucks for this thing, and you know, and little stuff like that. Most of that stuff is new on there. I can reuse without a problem. But you know, it's that stuff, the water pump, it's got a new fuel pump in it, so no, that's fine because that runs good. So I think that's about it.
Yeah.
And I got a whole new gasket set for it, pretty much. And thanks to Mike, he's going to send me some more extra parts too, as well, to make sure I'm covered. So we can make sure I do the front cam seal and timing and cover seal and all that stuff on top of that.
Yeah.
So I want to thank him for that.
Got Shallow Acres, Lori Carr.
Lori, what's happening, Lori? That's what I've been doing. Cut the ditch for the pond. You know, because remember when I was telling y'all about how I was gonna dig that trench out there and I'm gonna get that pipe in there for the overflow for the pond, so it goes out to the ditch. Well, got it all finished up today, so it's pretty well straight going out through there now and at the right depth and everything. So now I just got to do a little tweaking here and there and start laying the pipe in there, and then I can start burying all of that. And that's why when she does overflow, and I've got enough pipe to run duals down through there, so that will handle any excess that hits that pond without overloading the one. And then I can start getting it to flow that way.
We got the loose screw ranch. Oh, we were putting an engine on a stand back here.
Yeah, that's why we were late. So for all of you that didn't see it when we first got up, that's what we've been doing. We were trying to get this out over here, and of course it's a heavy motor.
Oh yeah.
I'm probably gonna have to put something up underneath this, just to make sure it's a little extra secure. You know, 6.0s it's like a large small block, you know. So, what else we got there? Loose screw.
Brian said he called you, but you didn't answer. He was in the backhoe, was making a bunch of noise.
Oh yeah. He said, I need a new ear too.
I need a grasses in the ears.
So anyway, getting there slowly but surely. At least it's been dry.
Yeah, it's been hot and humid and muggy.
And dry. Like you walk out across the mud now and it's like crunch, 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 you know?
Yeah.
There's still soft spots in the yard, so I'm not taking any chance of getting out there for at least a few more weeks. Providing we get no rain for about 2 weeks, then I'll take a chance on riding out there. But for the most part, yeah, until that water is gone, that ain't gonna happen. I'll just keep dealing with the little stuff around here. So as you can see, the thumb was on. For those of you that don't know, David is coming over tomorrow in the morning. And David over there, come on. He's going to come over here and help me finish welding that, get that welded on there. And then I just got to figure out why the thumb won't work. So the thumb won't actually actuate. And I think it's just the pedal switch in there, because we've never had a thumb on this. We've never had, as long as I've had this, we've never had any attachments to those hoses. And the actuator for those hoses is a little pedal inside there, an extra pedal inside there. So when you push the button, it's supposed to actuate the thumb. When you release the button, it's supposed to bring your thumb back up. So I don't know if I have the lines reversed or what, but you know, just got to tinker with that and figure it out. I want to thank Big Joe, because he was over there and helped me reroute the lines and get all those tightened up so they're all up in there nice and neat. And but I'll tinker with that. So like I said, it's either the switch or I've got the lines wrong, because it did move up one time. So I'm wondering if I ain't got the lines backwards. I just haven't had a chance to mess with it today. I've had too many other things going on. Trying to get the big welder set up so that when David comes over, he'll have that going on already ready here, so he ain't got to drag all his stuff over here. Plus, I've got to run a 220 line out here far enough to where the welder can plug in out here, or a 110 line out here. And so I can just have a plug on a block, you know. And this way, in case any welding's got to be done way out here, I can't get it in the shop, just bring the plug right out here, the welder right out here, and be rocking and rolling. So probably going to be building me a cool stand here soon for that. So can have the welders and roll them around this dirt and not have to worry about it.
Yeah.
At least for another year or two until we get concrete out here, and that'll eventually come.
I know where you can buy a mobile welding table.
Uh-oh. They having to work today.
I'll get you a discount. Let's see. We got anybody new? We got Glenda Breck. Howdy.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, we got Rachel with Back to Good. Howdy.
Rachel's in here. Man, yeah, it's been a long day, y'all. So I hope I ain't boring you too much. And I apologize for being late, but that was getting this on here. Like I just didn't want to stop until it was on there. And
Yeah.
live or no live, sometimes you just got to make it happen.
Big thanks to Gary, though, and Big Bertha for helping us push back on our property. We were getting really close to getting down there. We just got to go do some cleanup.
Yeah.
I need a day off from work, and I need it not to rain on my day off because I've had such bad luck with my days off in the rain. But I've got a week off coming up, July 14th through the 18th. I got 5 days in a row I'm going to have off, and that's the date. That's when we're planning on moving everything down there. So we got to be ready by then.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then I'm going to be having that surgery and be laid up for a little bit.
So it'll be a delayed 4th of July moving party.
Yeah.
I think that works. We'll just combine all them super happy events into one.
Yeah. Howdy, cuddly Texan.
What's happening, Patrick? I haven't seen Patrick since the meetup. Not too often he's able to get home in time for the live for us anymore. So
hey, we got Tony, the big Italian. How you doing, huh?
Yeah, Tony, he texted me and said, asking me if I was going live, and I was like in the middle of trying to get it all set up, so I couldn't text you back, brother.
Tell Judy we said hi. We miss you guys.
Okay, everybody just saying hi.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Yeah, Mark Worley.
Well, no, actually, I don't, Mark. Not yet, but happens to be a bolt right there. I'm gonna find out. It should be good though. It's only got 84,000 miles on it. It was just in a wreck, and I got it from oh my God.
There goes Mary. Hi, Mary. She's going to hang out with Rachel.
She said, "Peace out, crackers." Anyway, the truck was in a wreck. It's got 84,000 miles on it. It should be okay. Before I try to crank it over, I'm gonna stick some Marble Mr. Oil in it and just fill all the cylinders up and just let them sit here and soak before I start tearing anything down. We'll put a cover on it. Like I said, it's been sitting out in the open like that on the front of the truck for who knows, a couple of years now. So,
howdy, Gwen.
I think it'll be okay. These 6.0s are pretty sealed up. Like, I put that truck there underwater before having to go rescue some buddies and drove off into the swamps one night. And water went over my hood and it stayed running all the way till I got to the other side. Pulled them out and then came back around and went to the high side. But, there was water still coming out of it. By the time I got back to the house, it was like, okay, well, no water in the cab, nothing like that. But there was still water coming out everywhere in the engine compartment, the frame. And got up the next morning and I thought, all right, well, went underwater that deep. Being an old four-wheeler like I am, I thought, let's go ahead and change all the fluids. I didn't have a drop of water in nothing. Everything was sealed up tight. So I'm not too worried about there being too much water in it if there is.
Melvin Donnie.
Melvin Donnie, what's happening?
Howdy.
So I do plan on taking, all the gaskets and everything off of this one anyway and going through it. Like I said, cleaning anything I got to clean, spray paint the block, make it all nice and pretty. Got to have a party, man. So that's the plan for it. Like I said, at least it's here now and on the stand. So now I can build me a couple of mounts for the motor mounts and bolt it up there, take some of the pressure off of it, and be able to get some stuff done. And I can rotate it on the stand. The stand, I'm not really satisfied very much with the stand, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's trying to bob a little bit. So, and I don't know that it's because it's sitting on plywood or what, but it's one of them things.
Howdy, Tracy. Don't worry, we were late too.
Yeah. Tracy Pride. Yeah, we just got started about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was running real late trying to get this up here. This is what we've been trying to get going bad, and I can't wait.
No, Kim, it's a Chevy Silverado 2500. It's not a Ford.
No, I wouldn't do that. Especially with a Ford motor, trying to get them in and out of the trucks, they're just a major pain. They try to stuff them things so far back up underneath the firewall, and they're just You know, people won't even do head gasket jobs on them because it's easier to take the motor out and just swap the motor than it is to put heads on them. You know, just because they're so hard to get to the heads and get back in there and get the torque wrenches on them the right way. So a lot of people, a lot of mechanics will just tell you, either I'm not going to work on it or we'll change the engine. Yeah.
No worries, Patrick. I've been called much worse.
What's that?
I'm spelling my name wrong.
Oh.
It's the Irish way.
Oh, the S-H-A-W-N.
Yeah, no worries.
He said, call me anything you want to, just don't call me late for dinner, because I'm her. Full force, I promise you. Fours are good for parts departments. I agree, Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what keeps the auto parts business in going. Oh, what's the other one? What's that? Got Judy.
Yep, Judy Jules.
We're having a great day. What is that you're saying? It's a great day to be in Arkansas?
It's a great day in Arkansas. It was a great day in Arkansas. Tomorrow's going to be a great day in Arkansas. It's always a great day in Arkansas. Hey, we got Tim Piles.
Hey, Tim. You know, I never thought in a million years that I would end up living in Arkansas. I have made so many jokes about this state in the past, being a truck driver and driving through here. Especially with my first groundhog, finding him up here and with a popcorn bag on his head, and he's standing up like this, and the bag's doing this number in the ditch. And I told my partner, I'm like, how's that in the ditch? Look at that popcorn bag standing up there twisting back and forth. He's like, I don't know. I said, well, there ain't no wind blowing out here, so let's stop and go look. We walked up there to it, and sure enough, there's a gopher. He's done got his whole body inside this popcorn bag, one of them microwave popcorn bags. Went up there and pulled the bag off it, and he just kind of looked around like that. It's like, oh, cool. Walked on about his way, like no big deal.
Yeah. Well, we got Angie from Angie's Creative Studio.
Hey, Angie.
Grandma Kelly. Howdy, Grandma.
Grandma Kelly. Yeah, that's right. Their anniversary. Tony, Judy, when's your anniversary exactly? I know it's coming up.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
We're having a big party, right? You're coming over here to celebrate?
Right?
Oh, you can't leave the babies too long, though.
Grandma Kelly says, I'm here if my internet keeps working. Oh, man. Was not a great day in West Texas last night. What happened, Patrick?
Uh-oh. One of them tornadoes?
Said I had me one of them tornadoes come through here like a freight train. Oh, no tornado.
Huge storms.
Oh man. Well, let's keep it there.
Yeah. Wow, 30 years, Tony. Congratulations.
I think that's awesome. 30 years.
Yeah.
To be with one person for 30 years and not want to kill him is pretty amazing. I mean, y'all get along great, and that's what's awesome about it. Is y'all seem to get along just great. I mean, for 30 years worth, especially. You know.
Yeah, me and Rachel's anniversary is coming up on the 4th of July.
Oh, so we got an anniversary party. We got a moving party. We got a independence party.
Yeah, America's birthday.
Man, I can't think of. Oh, cool.
And we're back.
We're back. Hey, Ginger, what's happening? I was watching you building the other day. That was too cool. Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know what happened. I just said, hey, something went wrong.
I mean, we're right here next to the Wi-Fi repeater.
Yeah.
Should be working great. We get internet all the way over there in the other driveway, so.
I got to get another one. I got to get that Wi-Fi, either get that repeater brought over here to the shop or something.
Well, you can hardwire it, just run it through some PVC pipe through the ground.
I've got a direct burial cable for it. I
Do
just
that.
got to get it over here.
Yeah, and then mount that sucker right there.
I was gonna bring it right out there in the back of the barn where the water line goes.
Property.
Right? Get another get another big one out there and we'll stick it up on top of one of these trees if somebody's brave enough to climb one of them.
Satellites linking up in outer space.
But
Oh,
then all the other neighbors we wanted to tap into it going, the Gemstead, what are you talking about, the Gemstead?
Yeah.
Hook up to that internet.
we got Chris and Amy, Leonard Mountain Homestead.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? So is it Leonard or Leonard? Because, you know, I've got a cousin named Leonard, and he spelled it L-E, was it?
N-O-N-O-R-D.
Yeah, Lenord. But then I had a guy in the Army that was spelled his first name the way y'all spell your name. And he always told me it was Leonard. So I don't know. I think it just depends on where you're standing in the world at the time.
Yeah. Hey, we got Julia Granados. Howdy.
But like my last name, everybody, you know, says Scusi. Did you not
Excuse
read
me.
English? S-K-U-S-E? No, it's excuse, just like excuse, only I left her in Oklahoma. He said, you don't have an excuse. I said, well, yes, I do. She's in Oklahoma.
Ain't no love.
There's Kevin Dietz. Just rolled in from work. Kevin's late. They making you work overtime? Man, don't let them do it. Don't let them force you to work overtime. Was it a Willie Nelson song? Was it Willie Nelson?
Take this job.
No, that was yeah, take this job and shove it. That was all right, who is it? Who did the song there? Take this job and shove it.
I ain't working here no more.
That was man, I got his picture in my I can see his face in my brain. Take this job and shove it.
Johnny Paycheck.
Yeah, that was it. I ain't working here no more. My woman done left me and took all the reasons I was working for. Shut up, you just stay on YouTube for a living.
Patrick was singing that last night, he said.
I don't blame you, man. Sometimes you just gotta say what the I had a guy one time, I don't know, I was working at a junkyard, disassembling cars and taking parts off. And stuff
Gary
like
working in a junkyard.
that. Right? Yeah, disassembling parts. And he was just one of them guys that didn't care anything about anybody but that dollar. And he didn't care if it was a quarter, it was about making him money, and he didn't give nothing about you. So one day I told him, I said, yeah, well, you know what? I was looking for a job when I found this one, so you can keep this one all to yourself then. Find somebody else to make you as much money as I make you.
We got Wes in the house.
Then he says, you can't leave. Oh, yeah, I can. Last I knew, this is America. Have a nice day.
We got Jackie Boy.
Hey, what's happening?
Kim, 234.
5, 6, 7, 8. Hi, Kim. Let's see.
Oh, thanks, Judy.
Trying to keep up here. Okay. Everybody's just saying hi. That's good because I cannot see.
Yeah, it sure is, Tony.
What's that?
The carnivore diet.
Yeah, look at him. He's slimming down. He's starting to look like a toothpick.
Yeah, I turn sideways and I disappear.
I have to get mirrors and hang him up so he can see him where he's walking.
Hey, Ariel.
What's happening, Ariel? Shalom, shalom. So, all right, I'm gonna step on a little bit of a touchy subject here, so y'all don't bust my chops. All right.
If you want me to, just let me know. Ralph Davis.
This whole chaos in California, man.
Oh, yeah.
Granted, yes, the whole ICE people, they're wrong. Okay, plain and simple, they're wrong. They're not doing their job correctly, untrained correctly, and nobody's holding them accountable. But on the same note, you people that are protesting peacefully, do your thing. You idiots that are out there burning stuff down and tearing up stuff, what are you, stupid? You're not going to get your point across that way. So I'm done with that subject, but I had to get it across here.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's been rattling my chain for the last 2 days watching that stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
good Lord.
Burning the American flag and waving another country's flag, that hurts.
Yeah, that's like,
You know, you want to come to this country and be American, you know.
take your butt back there. If you don't like the way we do things here, go home. You know? You have the right to protest peacefully, but don't be burning our flag on our soil, and don't be burning our stuff down just because you want to protest.
Right.
There's a way to protest and get your point across.
All right. Enough about
that. No, I had to get it out of my system, y'all.
We got
Cool name.
somebody else here now.
Cool name.
Julia got a vibrating lung vest. Go with the VPAP. Working good so far. First hour without 4 filters of oxygen in months. Awesome, Julia.
Hey, that's cool.
Good deal.
Congrats on that. I always like hearing good stories like that, man. People, overcoming stuff and recovering and doing the right thing, and just making things better, in their life, making changes for the good.
We got Lisa Duncan. Hello from Indiana. Howdy from Arkansas.
From Indiana. Whereabouts in Indiana?
Gary, Indiana. That's his favorite town.
No, you can't tell you live Gary to Chicago. Yeah, I'm from Indiana originally. Well, I was born in Indiana, put it that way. Raised most of the good portion of my life in Michigan, my young life, and then moved to South Florida. I was about 15, and then joined the military a couple of years later, and then moved back to Florida after that. So, Chris and Amy, okay, saying Eric, home. USA, USA. I agree, Jenny.
Got Ralph Davis. I think we said hi, but hello again. Howdy, Ralph again. Trying to see if we missed anybody.
Yeah, if I missed anybody, like I said, we're on the phones, y'all, so it's not like I can see it, up here. I can't even see the phone hardly at all.
Yeah.
Like I can see our pictures and stuff like that, but that's about it.
Oh, we got Lisa Duncan. There we go.
What's happening, Lisa? So where at in Indiana? I'm curious. You're close to my hometown. And if anybody of you watch White Rock, you'll know that Tara and I were born in the same hospital in Indiana, just a few years apart. Yeah, the exact same little tiny hospital.
I got an interesting story like that. The same doctor that delivered me and my sister were 4 years apart, delivered her first son, my nephew. So he was a long-running doctor.
And Pepsi is too sweet when it's hot, y'all. Just so you know.
My leg's falling asleep on this bucket.
I know, right? So I'm trying to stretch him out over here. He's about to do all this number here.
Right. I got Gary over here.
Quit trying to touch me like that.
You know you like it.
Only on Thursdays and Saturdays.
Yeah. Well, you're getting yelled at because it's 7 o'clock somewhere.
Uh-oh. So does that mean it's time for the Grady's?
Yeah, I just got the notification for It's All Grady. Wasn't that wild with the devil in the Ozarks there? That video they made?
It's all right. They got his little goofy self.
Yeah, that was actually a really cool video. It had my attention every second of it, that first one they made.
So if any of y'all want to shoot over to the Grady's, I want to go ahead and stick out the hour. Yeah, if y'all want to go to the Grady's, I will not have any hard feelings whatsoever. They are awesome people, and I won't blame you a bit. If you want to go over there and hang out, that's all good. But I think we're probably gonna hang out for a few more minutes here, and see what's happening. And like I said, if y'all want to just call it a night with me, we're fine with that too. And we'll tell me, shut up, Gary. It's over your time. Go home. You'll not be being on here no more.
Howdy, Charlene Gray.
What's happening, Charlie?
Thank you for all the wonderful comments you always leave.
So yeah, just like I said, if y'all just tell me, I'll shut up and y'all can go to see the Grady's. Or if you want me to, keep me going. Let's take a quickie poll. Who wants us to keep going? We'll keep going for another 30 minutes, and if not, then tell me to shut up. Go on.
Hey, we got a new Arkansan in the chat, Gary Teepee.
Yeah, that's right. There's Gary.
He's down in Waldron down there. Next to Drew's Lens over there.
Oh, Patrick says, I got to go make dinner. All right, brother. Well, Patrick, thanks for joining us, man. We'll see you in a little bit. There's Marco. What's happening?
Hey, Marco Torres. How you doing?
Bernard says, they're staying. That's awesome. Keep going. All right, let's screw everybody say keep going. Go, 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 go.
You can do it.
Okay, well then I think we're just gonna keep going. That was some of the popular most influential people of the 2025 in the Junk to Gyms realm. I think we will continue.
We got a race lever or lever.
Race lever.
Okay.
Looks like the internet is
brought me down south. That's right. You're in Arkansas.
All the way down. Well, you're not all the way down, but you were close enough.
Yeah. We got Charles Macy. Howdy, Charles.
You hang out down south too long. Next thing you know, you start talking like this. It'll happen.
Oh, you should hear me at work. I ripped that country accent.
I think it's hilarious. I got first time I ever went up to like BFE, Georgia.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I got to meet a subscriber of our channels the other day at work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't remember his name though?
I didn't catch her name.
Oh, is her name?
Sweet lady. But she says, oh, I know you. I see you on YouTube. I watch you and Gary and David over it. Come on.
Race Lever says, I like Southern accents.
Yeah. Yeah, Marco, you're in California, aren't you? They got them protests going on in LA. I know, man. I hope you're far from that chaos.
I think they are right there close to LA. I think Marco said one time they were close to LA.
My oldest son, that's an adult, he got on with the fire department in LA, I was told. He transferred from Houston to LA, so I don't know how he's doing.
Man, Marco, stay safe out there, because like I said, I get it, y'all. Protest all you want to. Be nice about it. You know what I mean? Get your point across. People are gonna listen to you. There's enough. Yeah. That's all America got made. Enough people do a fit, and it made it happen.
Yeah, Wes. It actually is getting pretty dry. Getting all dried out over here. A few mud puddles here and there, but it's pretty dry. Yeah, and that's only because the clay is just sitting there holding it, like sticking it in a plastic bowl. Yeah. There's a couple in the drive out there, but that's for the most part. That's about it. There's 4 or 5 out through the yard out there, but I'm still not driving out there till they're dry. Yeah. It shows 50% chance for rain Wednesday night through Tuesday. Leonard Mountain Homestead, Chris and Amy. So hopefully it goes down, because my day off is coming up and I need to work. Yeah. Jim, a local weather guy was saying that this is just so abnormal for this area. He's like, he's been doing the weather here for quite some time, and he was like just shocked that we're getting this much rain. And and the weather he was saying about the 50% chance he's like, yeah, you may get it, you may not get it. He said, it's hard to really tell if you're gonna get it hard in one spot and not anything in another. He said, so it's just gonna be spotty showers. So he said, chances are if you do get some, you're gonna get 15-20 minutes of it, and that's gonna be it. So that's what we're praying for, that this rest of this week is like that. Because I know Jeff is anxious to get his stuff done. We got to definitely
we got the switch for his machine over here. So now I just got to make sure everything's working great. We bought an aftermarket switch for it. So it's gotta put a jumper on it. So I started to tinker with that a little while ago to see if I could get it to work. And then I was more worried about getting this engine over here and getting this thumb done and finished up. And I thought, you know what, that's only gonna take me a few minutes. That and Tony, Tony's the genius when it comes to that electrical stuff. So I just call him up, say, brother, help me, save me.
Hey, Ralph is in the LA metro area too, so I hope you're safe as well, sir.
Ralph, get out the big bat, hold it close to the door. Said, I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. uh, grass taking hold of your flower garden too much. uh, they say, okay, everybody's the same thing. Yeah, the grass is starting to take over pretty nice. I mean, I don't know if y'all can see the dogs area or that video I did with that little electric mower. That little electric mower, he actually shocked me. The way that it worked, the fact that it would just sit there and just hum real low on the light grass, but then as soon as it hit the thick grass, it sensed it immediately and kicked the power up and kept going. I was like, that's kind of crazy.
You got power.
And I want to get one of those, set up out here so that, it'll just do the robot thing. You ain't even got to mess with the dogs, because it'll freak the dogs out. I know they'll be out there attacking it. They'll be like, yeah, what do you think you're doing? You ain't, Papa. Like somebody's sitting over there staring at me now, like, what? You talking about me? I seen you talking about me. Oh,
Talking to me? Yeah.
These dogs are so spoiled. I mean, they got these. We got everybody's old mattresses laid out here, so they've got a cool spot on the ground they can lay. They got an old mattress on top of their platform, so they get to lay on that. Yeah, they got it going on.
Jim said, "Did you say electric mower shocked you?"
It did. It shocked me. It bloody shocked me. Like speaking of shocked, oh, I know.
I read it right. It looked fine to me, Kim.
Paul. You probably seen I didn't start at 5, so they probably went somewhere else.
Oh yeah, Paul Honeyman.
All right, Paul, if we're rewatching, I'm missing you, brother.
Hope you're doing okay.
Oh, okay. I'm slow. Lisa Duncan. She's got an electric weed eater on a cord.
And a chainsaw on a cord. They work great.
Yeah, those. I mean, on a cord. Yeah, they do work great. But on the same note, you got to fight with a cord. This is battery operated, 40 volt. I mean, that impressed me. I've got a 40 volt blower in there, backpack blower. Now, granted, it's 2 batteries and it doesn't last no couple hours or anything like that. But I'll tell you what, it'll make your cheeks puff out and wrap around your earlobes. Yeah, I tried it once. Yeah.
They got Big Joe, heavy duty live.
I needed technically 14 inches, but I probably could have got away with 13 and a half. But Joe showed up and had these great big wood clamps. He's like, don't worry about it. I'll be there 30 minutes. I got you. And thank you, Joe. And so, yeah.
Eric, we are close. We got some cleanup to do, a little bit more clearing after we get the cleanup done. But then we're going to have to level the ground out and put some weed tarp, some gravel, and then we got to break everything down over here. So we got some work to do, but we're close.
So says, y'all stop sitting around. Y'all over here, you should be working. Darn it, I'm ready to get on to work, man. So anybody know who that one is? See if you can name that show, and I'll do a little imitation. No, sitting around that, but we're drinking beer. Give them a stuff out there, man. I don't know what happened. Crazy all day. Anybody know who that is? Uh, lost audio for a second. I heard you say I need about 13 inches. That's what she said.
And I was like, oh boy, waiting for the comments.
I didn't say it. She said that stuff, man. I could have go so many jokes in so many ways with that one, man.
Hey, for nothing, Homestead, you win the grand prize of a big smile from Gary.
Ginger. I just love Ginger, man. She is so awesome.
Yeah.
Her and Joe are just really, really cool people. So if y'all ever go to a meetup and you get a chance to meet Ginger and Joe, go meet them. So go over and check out Not for Nothing Homestead and meet Ginger. Y'all, I'm telling you, that girl will put a smile on your face. I don't care how bad a mood you in or what's going on in your world. That girl will put a smile on your face. She has just got that type of bubbly personality, and I'm not talking about on camera either. I'm talking about real life. That girl has got that going on. Speaking of Joe, where is Joe anyway?
Julia.
King of the Hill, she got it. Yep. Yeah, she did. She's out there. She's getting it. She really can run it. And that one's a lot lighter for her, so she can move that one around with no problem.
Propelled?
No,
No.
but you can pick the thing up like that with a couple of fingers and hold it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The battery, I think, weighs more than the rest of the mower does.
He pulls his head back.
So wait a minute. Got them old eyes.
I don't even see where you're talking.
Nothing. That's an impression.
But
Just damn, that's right. Silence! I'll kill you.
Joe's still working.
Oh man, was he pulling the late shifts? Because usually he's in the live, so he must have got started doing the late shifts. There's Kevin with Big Wave.
Got Charlotte Kelly. Howdy, howdy. Big Wave.
Hello, hello.
Don't worry, Big Wave. We were late too.
Yep. Yeah, we were like 30 minutes late. So that's
we had to put a engine on a stand.
Yeah, I just need to put a throttle on it. Wum, wum.
The stand don't like it though. It's crying.
So Dave and I were talking today about I said, man, I got that heavy duty truck too, pretty much over here. And I said, let me get this motor in here and get my truck back on the road. Yeah. I said, the only difference between my truck and your truck is I've got a real truck and you've got a diesel. That's the only difference. He says, oh no. I said, well, I'll tell you what, let me go ahead and put a turbo on this once I get it running. I said, and then I'll be making your little Tonka truck look like a toy, look like a go-kart. He says, oh no, you start making the big Ford look like a go-kart. He said, I'm going to have to upgrade the turbos and everything else.
All right, we got Velcro Glass. Howdy, howdy.
All right, what's happening?
Camilla Mosley. Howdy.
Camilla Mosley? That's it. That's a Camilla is not a name you hear very often. That's very cool. Like very rarely will you hear that first name. It's like my daughters, you're never going to hear that name again. And I don't care if you use it too, if you want to name one of your kids that. Is Nikosha, Nikosha, and Chevis. Chevis is the one that just recently passed away. And she got her name from Chevis Regal, because when she was born, we couldn't think of a name. Somebody bought us a bottle of Chevis Regal. And then I've got Brianna, Brionna, and then I've got Jenica.
Got Carrie Allen.
Carrie Allen.
Howdy, howdy. Eric's getting put to work by his wife. Later, Eric.
Okay, Race Lover says, I'm off to see where the internet will take me next. Don't go up north, it's a trap. Eric Walbred, later, everyone. Wife's putting me to work. Oh, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. She's getting out the whip. All right, so what do we got? We got about 13 more minutes.
I don't know. When'd you start?
About 5:30, somewhere around there.
All right. All right.
There's Pat. I don't know. I didn't know you had that many children. Yep, I do. I actually have 4 older daughters besides Miley. I have Nikosha. She's the oldest. I think she's 86, so she's about to turn 40. And then Chevis, well, she ain't about to turn anything anymore because she passed away. But she was the next one down. And then Jenica, and I think Jenica is 30. Shoot, Jenica, don't shoot me for this one, but I can't remember how old you are. And then Brianna, I can't remember how old she is either. She's in her 20s, so. Yeah, four older girls are all doing their own thing now. Broke fan blade. What's that?
Oh, yeah, on the engine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's all coming off there anyway.
She's a fixer-upper.
Yeah, all that's coming off there. I'll be doing that soon. Taking all these like power steering pump, all that stuff off there. The AC compressors out coming off. Of course, obviously the alternator and the belt. Last time I seen a belt that rough,
How
on
do
YouTube.
you
What's happening, Ace? Yeah,
Yeah.
whenever she puts it on there, it took me a couple of times to figure out what she was talking about. You know, it's like IDK, you know, for the longest time in text, IDK.
Yeah.
I didn't get that for the longest time when it first started, people started using it. So I was having to ask my daughters on a regular basis, okay, give me the lingo, give me the text lingo so I can get it, man.
Camilla said, thank you very much for helping me and Rachel get the property cleared more.
Oh, very, very welcome.
Yeah. And then, Camilla was named after her great grandmother. It's English.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, all of my daughters are named after my great grandmother. So my great grandmother's name was Marie. So every single one of the girls, all the way down, my grandmother, my mom, and all of my daughters all have the middle name Marie, Myree, and we kept it going. So I'm hoping that, you know, all the rest of them. I think
My mother's middle name too.
yeah, and one of the granddaughters, she Angel, she has Marie as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, the girls have managed to keep it going. Can't name the boys that, huh?
What's your middle name?
Clyde.
Gary Clyde.
Yep.
Brother Gary Clyde.
And I have a cousin named Bonnie, and we used to hang out together when we were little. Bonnie and Clyde. Yep. Everybody used to give us a hard time about that, and being so little, we never got it. We're like, Bonnie and Clyde, so what?
Hey, Nona Milton, howdy, howdy.
What's happening, Noah?
Well, in case anyone was curious, my middle name is Michael, so I'm Sean Michael. And then, did we say hi to Pat Riccoboni? How you doing?
Riccoboni.
Susie Jacobson, howdy, howdy. Her middle name's Marie as well.
Yay. Hooray for the Maries in the world. How do you spell yours?
It's just how she spelled it in chat.
Oh, Marie. Okay. Yeah, we everybody has spelled the Marie in our family as the Myree. Right on, Clyde. What a movie that was. I know. Back west, I was telling him. I was telling Jeff the other day. We were over in Fort Smith. I was like, you know, I had a buddy of mine that was right after that Right Turn Clyde come out movie, and I said something, and I said, next thing I know, I said, right turn, Clyde, and all of a sudden he ducked down on the seat, and I was like, what'd you do that for? He said, I thought you was gonna hit me. I was like, I'm not gonna hit you.
My initials are RAG. No monogramming for me. Tony.
Let's see, mine are GCS, you know. So if you were to switch the S and the C around, the Girl Scout cookies.
Girl Cookie Scout. Stanley York, Sr. Have
Yeah.
a sister named Marie.
Sweet. Let's screw. Okay, Kim. Okay. Clint Eastwood. Yep. Any which way I think it was any which way you, but loose, wasn't it? Was the first one?
That's what it's Ginger said.
Yep. Yeah, and then any which way you can was the second one.
Okay.
Any which way but loose. Brian Wilkerson. Okay. Okay. He's saying how I know it. All right. Ginger. Clint Eastwood. Okay. I'm catching back up again.
You can do it.
I can do it. Test me. I will promise.
At least you weren't named Carrie Dale.
Carrie's Dale. Carrie Dale. Oh, that wasn't that the movie? The girl, the name of the movie of Carrie?
I don't know.
What was her last name?
I think that movie's before my time, Gary.
Oh, see? Trying to bust me out on the old stuff over here. I wasn't even born yet. Can't remember that. No Boogie Bunny, no none of stuff like that.
Yeah. I was born in 1979.
Well, you should know it was 79. I don't know.
I
Bugs Bunny was
grew up in the 80s.
Bugs Bunny was still going on, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't have internet and all that stuff till 2000.
Camilla, we were shooting for the week of July 14th because I took that week off from work, so we got to be ready by then. So hopefully we're good to go.
There's Rob. What's happening?
Hey, Robert Holland.
Pain hurts? Yeah, that's right. Chicks dig it.
But glory lasts forever.
That's
what
right.
movie is that from?
That was from a song, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I was thinking Rocky, but
Scores healed.
okay.
And when my daddy asked me why I did it, and he said, because the chicks dig it.
Nope, a movie.
It was from a movie? Oh, I thought that was from a song. It was, because it asked me why I did it. Okay. Now, Ginger, you got the trivia started. What is it? Who can guess the movie? My son's middle name is Gary. Cool. After his uncle Thomas Gary. Oh, Carrie. Okay. I told you I needed my bigger glasses.
Hey, June 15th, 1 year celebration for Gary on the Junk to Gems Gemstead.
That's right. What day is it?
It's the 10th.
5 more days. Yep.
5 days.
And you know, it's funny too, because that's the day our house payment is due, is on the 15th.
Yeah, same for us.
Okay. The Replacements with Keanu Reeves. Okay. And Gene Hackman. Oh, I'll have to check that out.
I've seen that movie since it came out. Jeez.
Seems like I have seen that movie.
Yeah, that's an oldie.
So Ginger's got it going on with the trivia. Give me another one. All right, I got another one. I'm ready.
Mary and Miley are hanging out over with Rachel and Lexi, our daughter.
The engine is to the Beast. That's what it's for. That's the new engine right there for the Beast. You got to get all tore down and all that kind of good stuff. And I'm thinking I'm going to have to build something for this because she is not real stable sitting there. She is not liking that stand at all. I can't believe a 6.0 weighs that much though. But evidently it does but you know, I'll figure out something.
Yeah, you'll see in the video tomorrow. I just went over and picked it up, put it on there.
Right?
I'm just kidding.
Let's see, what's the other one?
Nona's asking what's the engine for? For the Beast.
No, I was reading Ginger's. I got it.
Guess this one. I got gaps. Sue got gaps. Together we fill gaps. Sounds like something Danny DeVito would say. I don't know.
Gaps, she got gaps. You gotta refill the gaps. Damn, now that's a challenging one, Ginger. Because I can't say as I've ever even heard that one. In fact, I got to get a T-shirt sent out, and I can't find it. So if I promised you a T-shirt a while back, I cannot remember your name. Send me another email because I have the T-shirt out. I couldn't find the email though again. So please send me the email because I owe you a T-shirt and I want to get that to you.
Ah! Gary,
What?
about you drinking your your Bud Light. Watch out for you.
Are you trying to say I'm gonna start growing my hair long, wearing dresses, shaving off a mustache, wearing makeup?
It's what Rocky said to Polly when Polly asked him why he wanted to marry his sister. Most impactful line in the movie. You know, I always think of part 3 with Mr. T when he goes, pain. I predict pain. Or part 4 with the Russian. I will break you.
I will break you down.
Oh my goodness. Give me a second, folks. Here, hold that.
All right.
My eyes are bugging me out.
Oh, he got the bug in his eyes.
Yeah.
See, I was never a Rocky fan, so I guess the only one I really remember was the very first one. And Going Strong Now.
Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger, was that the first one? It was whatever the first one was. Where
Yeah.
Adrian! Adrian!
Yo, Adrian!
That's the only one I remember, the Rocky series. I like Sylvester Stallone as an actor in general because you know he's done a lot of really good movies after that. But
Yeah. He was actually in a show recently. Trying to think of what it was called. We watched like half the season of it, and we were still in Arizona, and I can't think of it, but it was actually not that bad.
no,
Yeah, he was in a recent, or he's in a recent show. I can't think of what it's called. He's like a gangster, but
I mean pretty good. He's, you know, New York guy. You know,
yeah.
he said, "Don't bust my chops, Paul. I'm over here talking. All right."
Yeah. Raising Arizona, gosh, I haven't seen that movie since it came out.
Oh my God, yeah.
Where they steal the baby from like the
Yep.
mayor because they have like 6 couplets or something.
That was a good movie actually. I enjoyed that movie.
Well,
It
you're
is
at 6:30.
at 6:30, so I think we ought to call us an hour break here, and you let everybody go over there and check out whoever you're going to, and skip the internet down through there.
Yeah.
Do some internet surfing.
Got Forrest Gump quote.
Uh,
Bob in VA, Virginia.
he was the head of a crime family. Yep.
Oh yeah, Tulsa King. That's what
Tulsa
it's called.
King, yep.
Yeah, that's what it was. That actually, that show was pretty funny. I was liking it. They were going up against a biker gang. All right, Tony. See you later.
Life is like a Anona. That one's Forrest Gump. Life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what we're gonna get.
I was running. Jenny.
Run, Forrest, run. He said, "Sir, why'd you run so far?" I just felt like running. Sticking with us even though it's 30 minutes late here. And so till tomorrow, we'll get some video out to you so you can see what happened with all of this fun, because this was not just a smooth setup, I promise you. So until then, y'all, tomorrow, thanks for joining us. We love y'all very, very much. And man, I'm so grateful y'all watch this.
To Gary's shop we go.
Oh, I have to write a song about that, a country song. You know what they say when you play a country song backwards? You get your dog back, get your wife back, find your boat. Okay, guys, so we love y'all. We'll see y'all next week, all right, or tomorrow, whichever one. But thank y'all, and don't forget the girl that won the T-shirt from me a while back. I'm sorry I lost the email. Send me another email, please, so I can get the shirt out to you.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys soon.
Later.
Hit the button already.
It wasn't-
Stop.